Hey guys, Todd, thank you. Thank you. Roll Tide. No, wrong person. I tease. Anyway, thanks guys. I appreciate it. Todd, thanks. You did not have to end your video. I would have watched, you know me, watch forever and ever. But I figured I better put up my first haul. I keep watching your guys' channel. I've been guests on some of your channels and have yet to actually do a haul video. So did some garage sailing, did some estate sales this week. Out in front of me on my table here is, I picked up 2 boxes from a garage sale. Lady didn't even know what they were. It was her mom's house. They were antiques and some antiques, or I don't know. Hopefully you guys can hear me. That's the other thing I'm trying. I don't know if I should keep my headphones in or if I should just work with the mic on the thing. Hey, the Shamrock Pixie, I hope you're feeling well. So glad that you're doing so much better. NASCAR Man, welcome aboard. Appreciate you guys for joining. Thanks so much. I'm going to try to just briefly, first, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name, I go by a couple of names. Formal name is Teresa Bookstaver. You guys probably have seen me in some of the chats as that name. And then I said, I can't do that because then people are not going to find my channel. So my channel, My Great Find for You, that's this channel here. Used to have another channel called Meet Robin T. I have always link all my channels below, descriptions. My husband's a chef by trade, so we've done a lot of cooking videos on there. Tried to start my eBay channel for weeks and months and years, and doing this for almost 18 years, I guess, something like that. On and off. I'm a part-time seller, full-time mortgage consultant. That's my business that I do on a regular basis. NASCAR Man's a retired chef. So is my husband. He doesn't cook on a regular basis, although right now he's outside barbecuing on my deck. I don't know what he's grilling up out there. We barbecue 365 days a year, so it doesn't really matter if it's hot, cold, or indifferent. I'm located here in Long Island, in New York. For those of you that don't know, I do eBay and Poshmark right now. What did Amazon many, many moons ago. Just tried to sign up again. I got to wait till I get a formal business account because they denied my application for some reason. I think it's because my bank account was a personal bank account and not a business bank account. So I'll figure that out as I go along. But let me just show you guys a couple of things I picked up. This, as you can see, the back of me is kind of somewhere where we stage our stuff. We take pictures in here. It's the back of my dining room right now because that's just how we roll. We're a little crazy here. But I'm going to try to show you guys some of the stuff I picked up. There was a box at a garage sale marked $5, and then she had another box marked $5. So basically everything that I'm going to show you here, I paid about less than $10 for because I got some other stuff as well. And really some cool stuff. Lots of crystal. This was a crystal kind of candle holder. Same thing with this little Mikasa glass. I have a bunch of those. Lots of old time plates. So if you guys can see this, this is a really nice, it's a Noritake. I got a set of these. Dishes were in one box, including a different Noritake set. I believe this was the one. No, actually, this was Mikasa. I got a couple of Mikasa too. So I do a lot of collectibles recently. We were originally doing a lot of clothes. And as you can see, the mannequin behind me, I still do a ton of clothes. And I also still into some books, but I did take a lot of the books down. That's why I wanted to sign up for Amazon, because I figured I could get my feet wet with the books. And if you guys haven't heard, if you didn't see me, I was on Thrift Shop Hustler the other night, and we were talking about my 3,200 books in the garage that I want to get up. And well, I'm not going to get them all up on Amazon. I'll pick and choose based on what I'm actually going to try to find. Thanks, Flippin' Crazy. I appreciate the sub. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for coming aboard. So glad everyone could come over. I didn't mean to cut Todd short. I didn't want Todd to do that. I've been procrastinating all day to come live as well, so it's all good. Like I said, I do a lot of collectibles now. Again, I had started way back when, probably back in 2000. My husband and I moved 3 houses into this house. So at that time, we had no choice, but we had to try to get rid of some of the stuff. So I did start eBay way back when. And I'm a part-time reseller. I don't do it full-time, although I'm trying to ramp up to do it full-time. I'm trying to just get as much as possible listed. I was with the books up to almost, probably close to 10,000 at some point. But I've revamped my store and I've changed a few things. And now we're kind of starting all over. So we do have 3 stores. My main store is My Great Find for You, just like the name of the channel. Then my husband has a store, My Treasure Find for You. And then we use my son's, both of their 50 minimal listings per month. So we just dabble on those channels just to keep feedback going, because that's originally how we started with listing and stuff, was just to start on a store that had feedback. And as I go through this, I will kind of mention that I found, oh gosh, I can't even tell you, so many things today. It was crazy. This is the season here in New York. You know, like a lot of you others in the north here, weather has not been good to us. You know, it was raining. I can't tell you, raining every weekend. I know some of my friends out there, it's still raining every weekend. So hopefully this is the sign of at least a couple of good weeks of garage sales, so we can at least pick up some stuff for the rest of the year. Because when the winter comes, not a lot of sourcing. You know, obviously some estate sales. I do estate sales. I do some online local estate sales, which is really good. If you guys don't do those, let me know. I can send you some links locally. I know Max Sold is one of them. I don't do as much with Max Sold, but we have some local ones here on Long Island where you bid online and then you go and you pick up the stuff. You can see the photos online. You don't have to, wait on a line. If you've ever been to an estate sale, you have to wait on a line outside a door. Sometimes they give you numbers. It's crazy. I need to give some wrenches. You're right, NASCAR man. You're going to get my first one, except I'm not sure how to do that. So I'm going to figure it out, both of us together. So let's see how, add moderator, I'm assuming. Is that how I do it? I'm not sure. All right, somebody knows. Tell me in the chat. Thanks, Flipping Crazy. I think you were the first one in the room too, so you deserve one. But actually, Shamrock Pixie. Sorry, but guys, just tell me. I'm not 100% sure. Is that how I do it? Is it adding a moderator? I don't really. I never had to give a wrench out before, so I'm not 100% sure. We did my husband's cooking channel. We did go live sometimes, but I don't think a wrench was ever an option before. So you guys will have to tell me if that's how you do it. I guess it is. All right. Yes, add moderator. Perfect. Thanks, NASCAR man. All right. Perfect. All right. So let me take care of this for some of you guys. All right. Now, some of you, thank you for coming. I'll get to know you. I know you from Todd's channel. I know you probably from Mama's channel. Kelly, love Kelly too. Let's see, who else is here? Melissa, yay. That's all right, Melissa, you're here, and now you're a moderator. Yeah. Anita. Okay. All right. Those of you who I know for sure, we're going to add you. Alberta, Canada. Boondock Buy Sell. Love it. Love it. Welcome. Excellent. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. All right. So one of the things that, I found out with collectibles is sometimes it doesn't even matter if they don't have a name on them. I bought a couple of things I guess about 2 weeks ago. They didn't even have a name on them, and they sold crazy. Like I just picked a price because I couldn't find anything crazy, with the name. And I guess it just depends on what everybody likes. I mean, here's an example of a plate. It doesn't really have a specific name or anything. It's got a nice gold trim. Uh, this whole haul on my table here, I paid less than $10 for. I don't know if I pull the camera down, if you guys can kind of see. Now, here's an example. I picked up this. This is a Waterford crystal cross. Waterford. It was in the box, $5 box. That, including this Waterford. I don't know if the lady just really wanted to get rid of everything, but this was a Waterford. I guess it's a candy dish. I guess it could be a fancy ice bucket. It doesn't have tongs for an ice bucket, but who knows? I guess you can use it for candy, for decorations, maybe put some decorative stuff in there. But again, Waterford in these boxes. This is a wheat. This is kind of vintage. This is, I know even my own mom and aunts had something familiar to this. This is like vintage cut crystal with the wheat and the roses on here. Again, in the box, crazy stuff. They actually had a plate from 9/11, as you guys know, I'm here in New York, so very memorable. Now, so ironic with this plate, and maybe you guys can help, because this is called Ground Zero Spirit, and my husband spent a few minutes, or a little more than a few minutes today, trying to find this. It's nowhere to be found. Now, it is numbered, and this one's numbered 27,725, so they're out there. But I guess people are just holding on to them because they are commemorative, and it was 9/11. But it was just weird that not one could be found online. So it was just a little strange about that. I don't think I want to sell it anyway, but it was just weird that there wasn't one out there. So if anybody knows anything about this plate, it's called, again, Ground Zero Spirit. And it was, limited edition for 9/11. Again, the famous picture from 9/11 here in New York. So that's why we find a lot of those things. Find a lot of books and dedications and things like that being here in New York for sure. What else did we get out of this haul today? So yeah, this was there was a lot of Mikasa in this. There was two separate patterns. One was this Mikasa Primrose. I don't know if you guys can see that. I apologize, the sun is still a little strong here in New York, but this is a little salad bowl or soup bowl here, and that whole dish set. And then there was a few pieces to a different one. This is a Mikasa, and this is a Rose Crest. Just a couple of cups and some sauces and things like that. But I tell you, I paid less than $10 for all this stuff, and I've already priced the Waterford Cross $45. The Waterford candy dish was $30-something plus shipping. That's the other thing with shipping, guys. I don't know if you guys are doing shipping, not doing shipping. I've changed back and forth over the years. Free shipping on everything, pay shipping on everything. Now, basically, I'm sticking to strictly free shipping on clothes only. Everything else gets shipping, especially now with the new post office, even with first class. Because if something goes from here in New York to California, it's so much more than it used to be, even first class, than if it just goes to the next, state, let's say even over to Connecticut or something. So it's just, Misha, thank you. Misha loves my curtains. My dining room is a mess. I hate to tell you, if you saw the china cabinet behind me, you'd still see my Christmas dishes in it. Not good. Not good, because after the holidays, I basically just start camping back out in here to kind of stage all my my listings and my photography. It's another thing I've got to work on, is my photography. I'm thinking about hiring like a young kid maybe for the summer, just who's taking photography up to do some of our photos. My husband does a pretty good job, but we're so busy with other things. It would be nice if somebody could just shoot all the photos for us. So I'm thinking about that. Anyway, I don't sell on Amazon, Melissa. No, I just sell on eBay right now. I'm trying to sign up for Amazon. If you missed it, I, for whatever reason, had an issue signing up this past week. I'll get it straightened out. I think it's just I have to open a business checking account so that they can see that it's a business and not my personal account. I think that's where I went wrong, because they actually denied me. And I had sold on Amazon many, many years ago, just some books and stuff. But that, I think I took it as a personal account back then. But now that, kind of ramping up the business, we want to keep it all as a business. Christmas in July. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's what it is like in here right now. It's all right. It's okay. Because in the middle of all this, we may be heading out of New York. Hey. That's a possibility too. I don't want to say that too loud. Friends and family are not happy if that's what we decide to do. But for our own peace of mind and our own sanity, that might come at some point. Um, so here's something else I picked up as part of this haul. This was it's a lead. It's 24 lead crystal. It's actually called. No, it's actually by Sullivan's. It's made in Poland. It's really heavy. It's definitely a crystal paperweight. Um, but again, crazy in this box. Well, these two boxes, these two bins that I got just for the money. Oh, and two more Waterford. I mentioned Waterford before. These were Waterford candlesticks, also in the box with the Waterford stuff. So definitely made a good score on these two boxes for $5 a piece, $10. I think. Even and we had to throw some things away. Unfortunately, there was some chipping and some broken glass. There was a broken glass at the bottom. There was a Mikasa. This is like a little jewelry or trinket dish, as you would call it. Nice little floral grape piece on here. It's called Country Classics. And that's the name of that one by Mikasa. So that's a nice little dish there. I have never been to New York, but my hubby has. He says it's crazy traffic-wise. Oh, for sure. And we're only on Long Island, and we have crazy traffic. You don't want to go to Manhattan. My husband says he gets hives every time he tries to go to Manhattan. It's really bad here. And I'll tell you what, the roads stink here. And I've been to a lot of your guys' states, and for the taxes we pay, for the roads we have, they ought to be ashamed. It's really shameful. It's really shameful. Because we didn't even have a bad winter, and the potholes and the broken up roads are crazy, really crazy. But we have to live here for now. We have family, brothers, fathers. Let's see what else you guys saying. Yeah, a lot of great crystal, Anita. Really a lot. I can't believe it. It was just, I think she was just done with her mom's stuff, and she put two bins out, $5 a piece. And this isn't even, I mean, look at this plate. This is beautiful too. It's like a serving dish, or it's rose colored, not a thing wrong with it. I don't even see, like, some of this stuff has a little bit of scratches. This looks like maybe it has a minute amount, but other than that, it's beautiful. It's got frosted roses on it. This alone, probably I can put up for $20, $30. I don't know. We'll see. And then, of course, like I said, I'm adding shipping to everything. It's just, it has to be now. It just has to be. Otherwise, you're not competitive with pricing and things like that. And then if I do, if I send offers to watchers and things like that, it really makes sense. It does make sense. I don't know how you guys feel, but that's how I feel. I love crystal, but they tend to break or go flying across the room when no one touches the stuff. You know what? That's honestly one of the reasons I did collectibles way back when too, and I stopped for a while, was because of the breakage. I was new to eBay. I also had my older son helping us pack and ship and things, and I think things weren't getting packed correctly. Things just weren't being taken care of. So now it's better. Thank God. It's another design that I got as well. This is called MZ Ultra Zblau. It's Czechoslovakian, actually. I have a bunch of these. I think they call these like compote bowls. Nice, pretty design on here. Got 8 of those in the mix. Those. A lot of people don't use that stuff, and I'm finding sometimes with some of the China, even when it comes to my own stuff, like Yadro, Lennox, and things like that, my kid's not interested. So you really have to find the collector. You really have to find the collector that wants some of this stuff. This bowl is really, really old. It's actually French, and it says France, and it has actually 24 karat gold on it. But you could see, I don't know if you could see in the photo a little bit, that a lot of the gold is worn. But it's still pretty, and it still may sell. We'll see. Again, lots of stuff in this. So anything I get for any of this stuff, I mean, certainly more than 30 items and 40 items or better. If I sold them for 10 cents each, I still would make a profit. Yeah, that's my china closet. No, that's not even my china closet. I hate to tell you, that's just a corner piece. My china closet's on the other side. This was another. This was actually called. Let me see what this. We tried to look this up. The name is a little worn. It's Italy. It's actually an Italian serving thing. I can't remember the name now. Um, Actually, I probably have it written down here. As my husband tried to look a lot of this stuff up today, and one good thing is he does help me price all this stuff and take all the photos. So all I basically have to do is list. But I don't see the name now. I forgot what the name was. Oh well. All right. Let's see. No, not there. Not there. Oh. That might not have put the name here. Might not have had the name here. I just have so much. This is kind of like our landing page for our staging to have our photos taken here. But yeah, I mean it's a nice little silver tray. Also in that one of those boxes. It's crazy what was in that box. And a lot of unfortunately some of the Mikasa, like this primrose that there was a lot of pieces in it, and this is like the gravy. I guess this is like the primrose gravy. It's one piece. It's it doesn't come apart. This was a lot of Mikasa of this primrose in there, but unfortunately a lot of it was broken. But I did land up still with a couple of the bowls and the cups, and this is a 12-inch serving plate, and then a big platter, the big platter for this Mikasa, which somebody needs a nice large serving dish. That was primrose too. I don't know if you guys hopefully can see that, but just got a great deal with all of this stuff. Really did. And just sometimes you just hit it. And just hit it. This was kind of a glass little tray. It's got a nice little design around the edge of it. You can hold it. It's got like 2 handles here. You could serve, Thanksgiving cranberry sauce, pickles. I don't know, I'm thinking of a ton of things you could put out with it. Thinking of what we used to serve things in. Yeah, they absolutely come in handy for sure. Oh, yeah, of course I can. Absolutely. Did I miss Misha? Sorry, Misha, for sure can get a wrench. Absolutely. All right, good. Excellent. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to try to do, every day I'm going to try to do a little something, talk a little bit about resale, how things are working, what's selling, what we've gotten in a haul. I have a death pile behind me, as you guys can see, so I try not to have that in the background, but it's been one of those weekends, a little crazy, but did a lot of picking, so to speak, this weekend, just to kind of get things, and then we'll take pictures all week and list. I try to list on both my husband and my store every day, and then the kids' stores, sporadically. Those 2 stores are 50, the light stores, so to speak. Smash the like button. Thank you, Melissa, for sure. Yeah, awesome haul. I think it was an awesome haul for sure. I think, I forgot these 2, and I just noticed, I think one of these might have a little bit of a chip on them, but we'll see. This is actually a pattern called Carmen. It's made in Germany, and again, old rose. It's a couple of, I think I got 5 or 6 of these. Unfortunately, now I'm just noticing another chip on one of these. Most of them had chips. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think people would still buy these if they're chipped? Is it something that you guys would? I mean, I'm just noticing on this particular plate here on the back, and again, I don't know if you guys can see it. You know what? I don't want to be that person that kind of puts everything up there and says, "Do you think?" But there's just a tiny, and it's just along the very back. I don't know if people would buy them or not buy them. I hate to throw some stuff out, but then if nobody's going to buy them, I don't know, again, if it's worth it. I showed you guys these dishes. I got 4 of these. These were Noritake. M wreath is what the pattern, or I think that's a special Noritake thing when it has M with a wreath on the back. I happened to notice that today when my husband was looking them up because he asked me about them. And then one thing, I was talking to Chris when I was on Thrift Shop Hustlers the other night on his show about, I do a lot of Pyrex, and sometimes even just these simple Pyrex pie plates. There's probably, how many were here? 2, 4, 6 Pyrex pie plates. They were in the box, 11 bucks each plus free shipping. I do $10.99 plus free ship. More than going to make my money back for sure on the less than $10 that I spent. So this was a really good haul. I don't always do this well, but sometimes people just want to get rid of their stuff and they just be happy that somebody takes it. I even inherited the 2 bins, bins are always great, probably worth it as well. So that is basically my first whole video that I've ever shown anybody on YouTube. And I thank you guys so much for coming over. And I'm going to really thank Todd $1,000,000 again for sending everybody over and to stopping his video. He didn't need to do that. He really didn't. I out of respect, because I've been following him and I follow a lot of you guys. You tell me what you want to see. I can show you a ton of stuff. We started again with books. I still do some books. If you look on my Great Find For You on eBay or my Treasure Find For You, those 2 sites are our biggest 2 sites right now. And we probably have some books still listed. Do some clothes. I have, actually, I'll turn the thing around here a little bit and just show you guys a little bit. I have this rack of clothes that I still have to, we're working on getting listed because I pick up clothes all the time. Some of them with tags, some of them not, depends on what they are. And then my mannequin behind me, that's a little wobbly. I have to work on the new mannequin. For some reason, she's just feeling a little drunk today. I don't know what's going on. And that's really it. I thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Not a long video. I definitely have inventory for sure. I do, Melissa. I have right now probably 1,500 items up between all 4 sites. Probably mine has the most, over 1,000. My husband's probably up around 3, and then the boys, like I said, about 50 each on theirs. So it's really not a lot. Honestly, I was up to close to 10,000 on my store, and then I took all the books down and I backed off a lot of stuff for a while, and I purged some stuff that just wasn't selling. Going to do a garage sale probably too. I have a corner that I'm going to set aside and just get rid of, because it doesn't make sense just to hold on to stuff that's not selling. And I'm not an auction person. I did start originally on eBay many years ago, and that's how I kind of got my feedback to grow. And for those of you who are new and just starting, that probably is the best way to go, is to go ahead and do like 10, 12 items every week up on auction. And as they sell, roll them over just to get your feedback going. Once you do that, then you can start adding in the regular good to canceled. But it's just a good way to get your feedback going, or buy things on eBay. Although I find that people want to see also what your feedback is from buyers. So that's important. You may want to add links to eBay in, yes, Melissa, I will. My very first video I ran the other day, I did put all the links there. I will put them there, including our old channel, which was our cooking channel. Anybody interested? NASCAR man, you're probably not interested because you said you used to be a chef. But anybody interested in any cooking videos, you can go over to our other channel, Meet Robin T. I did leave a link below in that other one, and I'll leave it in both these. I'll leave it in both these videos just so you guys know. We don't really use that channel anymore, but we are thinking about adding some more cooking videos even on this channel. Or maybe originally I would name this channel, some of you may have remembered when I was on a couple of the shows, I said it was just for you. But there is actually a For You channel out there. I'm surprised they let me create it. So I changed the name to my name. So if you guys love cooking, yep, I'm going to leave that link below as well. I'll leave the the eBay stores links below. And I'm going to try to go live again this week, as well as probably just do a regular tutorial video, because I did promise some people that I would do that as well. I have to just figure out, because it's been such a long time since I've actually done live YouTube. Maybe a Google Hangout too. Also, Google Hangout. Good. I'm glad I just thought of that. If anybody wants to do a Google Hangout and wants to do like a collaboration, please let me know. because I will do it, and then you guys can come on and we can have a topic. We don't have to have a topic. It can kind of be just our knowledge or anything that you guys want to add. Maybe we could shoot for a day. We'll talk about what day works good for everybody, but a Google Hangout, I always like to do those. I feel people get a lot of knowledge. We get to share a lot of knowledge, because sometimes I don't think of things and somebody else does, or vice versa. So if you guys want to do that, let me know. If anybody wants to join and do a Google Hangout, especially if you want to promote your channel. I mean, my channel, like I said, this is a new channel for me. I know what it's like to try to build an audience and build subscribers. So I appreciate, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Please smash the like button. Thank you, Melissa. I knew I could count on you. You're always on top of things with everybody else's channel. So thanks so much. Again, this is T, Teresa, whatever you prefer. And I'll see you guys again. Thanks.